We give salon to Jesus, it go make am for we. You know, by we own strength, by we own power, by we own sense, all we can get na nothing. That one did not go make salon go before at all. Anyway, Fambul Kushe Kabo Adu, welcome again. You know, to another fine edition of your favorite program, Live It. Of course, Live It at one, a program we can turn by you current affairs, things them we can be in your community, things them where they be far away from you or safe you back door. Where you don't know about with Live It will bring and come to you. That's not any side use book. Live It, the phenom and face and give you. So the best you can do, not go away from your radio set, because that person will go tell you either go add or pull power waiting no say, you know, or waiting, you know, not be. So for make you go avoid all them misinformation, then WhatsApp forwarded messages, them copy and paste. That radio will not get channel. You know, now that at our base day. You forget about that one they so. Come near your radio now with the program Live It at one. We go give you well balanced and accurate information, because we believe say information well utilized na power. So get that power day today so and change Mama Salon to the way they wish for make it be. And I hope so you they wish for let Mama Salon be that kind salon day where other people they want for can day. You know, for can get positivity and not to negativity at all. And with that, we want to say good afternoon. We regular listeners, you welcome back. This na Live It at one, and me we make the Monday edition the reach you. Mina Matthew Ben Bokari Jr. together with brother Amela Toronka, and we and our sister every day we tweet for PQ messages them. You know, we go file in inside the program. So sister Lovetas Hamiel, you know, Mambo, they we tweet inside the studio for take control of the messages them we go bring come. So as today, you know, carry on the program, sending messages, you comment 078051555, 099051555. Fambo, today, I did tell you, today, I don't want to let you miss the program. Because thing then the be, it's not like say one that never end at all. Waiting to be inside salon, inside body street, no go far away. We program Live It at one, go cater for you and brand come to you. Anyways, we don't get much time for waste. Any moment from now, we go bring you with Pantap to eat them as that Creole man can call them. So the Oyibo man they say headlines. We go bring come to you. So then I waiting go make for we use inside we Live It basket so shortly. Stay tuned, stay connected. It's Live It at one on Radio News Sambo.
sweet salon. This now is sweet salon.
This now is sweet country salon Alex 15th Kanga. Well, family, we not get any more time for waste. Quick one, make I just check inside the live it basket and bring you with pantap to eat them. Well, as you know, with the talk, Paramount Chiefs them, na both districts don't converge, at the SDO's office over one allegation of assault on their colleague. Waiting at this allegation, so they with you inside the program will go bring and come to you.
Now we sweet inside Jesus Christ.
Yes, indeed, make a only unlevel Sweet Country Salon as regional CID South. They investigate alleged assaults on, the paramount chief of Nyawalenga Chief done both districts. Some complaints them do, approach. Anthony Gassimo Brima now the Bow East Division, and they get for get some interview with them, and they get for explain more and more how exactly it be. So for 6 days. And plenty other things, the empowerment chiefs and about districts don't converge now the SDO's office over allegations of assault on their colleague. Two of them to eat in this, so we will bring come to you inside, the live it basket. So waiting make with the tete we they see other country they better. Joshua Generation International Network don't launch the salon chapter inside Bow. Well, how this launching be this, so waiting make them can launch this kind of thing here, so what they call Joshua Generation International Network. Continue for acts and for the messages them as well. Investigation done they carry on now for Sika one lady so alleged can say don't they do cyber stalking and bullying and as well it disguise himself how a really can do them. On the day, okay, 99 day for man, 1 day for a master. Well, finally they don't catch this lady here, so and who said they catch him? Just imagine swamp. Well, how it look like, how it can do in your own, cyber stalking, how it can do in your own bullying, or how all it can go about then can about accident day. Continue for listening. We will bring and come to you inside the program. Fambo this safe plus you messages them or you go direct to 078051555 099051555 and updates we will get from Freetown. For Sika waiting down the BD now from yesterday to today, the rest of today we go bring and come to you. So go make for you since I live this basket and safe we two talk corner, or I can say sense talk, or you go just pick day and bring you with sense talk for today program.
Because we go no Christ,
well, with sense talk today, come out from we.
They gon' make them for we. They gon' make them for we.
Well, we wise what today they come out from Mrs. Amnata Conte, wait up now 6 Calon Street, Mendoa section inside Bow. It's about we say use waiting you get until you get waiting you want. Wow, one for say plenty to Mrs. Aminata Conte, even as a Tambawi wise word inside the program today. And Mrs. Aminata Conte they celebrate in birthday today. So that we want for dedicated whole program to Ram. So happy birthday, Mrs. Aminata Conte. Well, fam, we will not get any more time for waste. We want to bring you details of them to get in this, so we don't just highlight. Well, Anthony Gassimo Brima done the deal with Joshua Generation International Network, who side and launched the Saradian chapter inside Bow. Let me listen as it tell you more.
Well, Mina Apostle Patrick Zachariah, the founder General Mercy of of Holy Ghost healing and deliverance for our ministry. Well, me na Apostle Patrick Zachariah, the founder and general overseer of Holy Ghost healing and deliverance for our ministry. In bracket, the Joshua Generation International Network Sierra Leone chapter chairperson.
Okay, today the Joshua Generation International Sierra Leone chapter don't launch the network in Saibo. Take me through first, start give me the background of the Joshua Generation International Network.
Well, the Joshua Generation International Network now a big forum, and it is all over the world. And then thought it fit say well. Then for Can Sierra Leone, this organization we then they cater for the Pikine, the women's them, and the youth. Now then they cater for. So for this reason, then see say Sierra Leone they part of the globe, and the need for come na Sierra Leone. And as I they tell you so now, then they are and they don't do the launching by the special grace of God.
Okay, before the launching, waiting really not be some of the activities we they come on be bring.
Well, the 19th we do rally. The 20th was the opening ceremony, and a wonderful woman of God, Naboto and Sierra Leone as a whole, we do the launching for we na Reverend Santa Johnson. We do the launching on the 20th. On the 21st, we get the conference, the one of the conference. In the evening, we get revival. 22, we get a conference, we get revival. Today is the 23rd. And 23rd today, now the grand launching of the organization.
Okay, tell we waiting basically this organization get for really embark on.
Well, this organization get for embark on then tell we about agriculture, now the main backbone, and women's empowerment. Then thought and fit say Africans, and they go in chat of Sierra Leone, and see say the women they far behind. Men they don't marginalize the women them because of tradition, because of other things, culture. So then thought and fit say the women's for the in power. They try for support the government in opinion, where in the government want to man for the 30% for going to parliament. So then come they want for take the middle manpower, empower the women, then for tell the woman, they say they're not left out. They are very important.
So, apart from that, which other categories of support or the thematic areas of intervention again we go for embark on? Because I see, say one part them be even cry where the blind picking them from Paul school from the blind with the gig some administration where them feel so moved and begin to cry.
Yes, they so get passion for picking them. And more especially when they see the blind picking when they perform, they all shed tears because then thought and feet say way back yonder, the way them picking and the way get them problem there, then catered for, but Africa then just abandon them. So then tell we say, then go talk to me and then go see how then go involve in supporting and helping the blind picking them by the grace of God.
So we can out today the chapter don't be launched in Saibo and you've been the focal points, you know. I'm waiting at some of your activities so you get for beginning to implement and how these activities you get for like manage and we no go involve or interfere with your church work.
Well, one thing we try for do the first thing for let go be a legal entity. We don't register, and being we don't register, we get right for move right across the nation of Sierra Leone. Nobody go stop we, and this particular organization not a political something, now a religious body where they come for at least help churches, help Christian around the nation, and me movement now. Men I want for start everything. We don't strategize them with the executive director. We want for take over the southern provinces. From the southern provinces, we go the eastern provinces. Eastern provinces, we go the north, we go the northwest, and we go the western area. That's what we want for do. By the grace of God, coming to 2023, we want for reach every part of the nation with this Joshua generation.
Okay, so make we come to the women's empowerment area and elections by 2023. Sierra Leone will get in multi-tier elections. So how wanna aim for like support the women them we get the intention for aspire for any position?
Well, we they support the women's them because we see I'm saying when women's are in authority, the country go there at peace and everything go change in the country because women there now mothers them then get sympathy, then get sorry out, then they look into certain situations the way they involve and they succeed. So one for empower the women's there, one for give them with support as just one generation, whosoever we God don't lead for be the leader, we the throw with support to them.
So how you go able like match then to them your church work? You know, answer I'm ask you.
Okay.
You church work and they win a separate ministry and this way not a network.
Well, I go able for, let me say, I go able for at least balance them. Reason why, because I be just a ordained pastors, understand? And these pastors get for step into me shoe for a while, whilst I dey go around the region and upon establishing the organization at every part of Sierra Leone, then we'll go now on WhatsApp. I go there, I dey connect na Kenema, Kono, Putloko, Cambia, and the rest. But I get forget time first from the ministry, other people then go step in and me go around and do it here for do, then later come back.
So how una get for like balance the funding? Now una they look the support una or na then get for support una from America or UK.
Where the funding go be 50-50. Because waiting until we say the one for see with effort. And you just did where you hear waiting the mommy don't talk. So for West Africa, Sierra Leone for be the base. Thank God, because it was Liberia, but because of what they saw, the things that we will do will surprise them. So in front of the West Africa chairperson, the Mamido announced that Sierra Leone is the base for West Africa. So what a blessing we God don't able for Giwi. So by the grace of God, we know say Sierra Leone with the stand tall.
Chief Pastor Augusta Blackie Fode, me na the national chair lady for Joshua Generation Network International.
Okay. You know the national chairperson, but you the head woman them and family them go on for really know which measures, which modalities, which strategies you get for put together for ensure say wanna reach the women folk.
Well, it's not a new thing to me because I don't be a leader before these other appointments they come. I have to work with all the different women's group them. We don't register with Sierra Leone. I've seen that they are going for partner with even me executive. Now they are going for pull me executive. So that's going to make us succeed 2023 inside Jesus' name because it's an international network.
Yes. In as much as na international network, how you go get for balance this with your pastoral duty, how you get for balance this with your chieftaincy duty because you're not a whole chief.
Well, this one I ain't gonna find self father guys because I don't use for work with women them. And I feel say this like collective measures. I got for bring them all together again. We work together as we done the work together before. So I just get for count them together. Say now, Joshua Generation, we get for partner with them again because it's not a new thing. I've done the work with different women organizations.
Okay, so when I start the organization and Sierra Leone get for be the West Africa base, how you see this?
I'm so happy because now this now we will dream. Now this time we will dream, and at this time we will go, and at this time we will focus. Now this time we will prayer points, so that's where the people that come we will gain favor from them. And I want to tell God, the good part of it, TDJ no be get uniform. You see the dress we are put up. The people them don't admire so much and not be no say they be don't snap, they don't send and say they don't get uniform. Of course the day where the woman say TDJs don't get uniform and I will force don't introduce uniform to them. So I want for tell God thank you. This all are the strategies for let people that know say we get a good dream with the work with the vision.
So waiting are your first point of action now that you they coordinate all the women them, you know, when are your primary mandate?
Well, the women's different women's network them where I invite. Of course, the way I allow them for let them give speech. Now them I get for work with. After they don't go, I get for call meeting. I throw the TJ to them. Then they say go count different ideas there because I want let me in the work. Me one get not go to work. This time international network. Me one get not go to work. So as I bring them on board so that we will work together and TJ will succeed in West Africa.
Okay, starting an agency or NGO network, and not can be easy, more we get now do no fatigue, but how you get for balance this in terms of raising local sources while sooner they wait for the funding partners then for coming.
For like that is all not a new thing to me because I've done there now. You know, me na chief. So if I able sustain me people there, well not some money that they give me. I they sustain, we they implement projects that we they succeed. We don't start ministry, me and my husband we they succeed, we they extend the ministry. Not a new thing to me. We not say we will come, it will come to pass. I go able sustain the TGJ because one, we don't they implement projects and we will not get donor fund. So not a new thing to me. I not say God be my helper. I go do great and mighty things in Jesus' name.
Your message.
The message to me na woman that I want work with because me na women's leader, national women's leader. So I want all the women them where they bow, I want let we come on board, let we work together so that TJ go all over Sierra Leone because not to bow no more we get for stop TJ get for go all over because if we come together during that meeting we go know which side you come on, which district, which village, which town, which country, so that now so we go make TJ spread all over Sierra Leone. Well, me na me come people of us, me want self, if it the mayorship na bo for let my hold am. Na me come people I get for support, na I make I join Rasiba this in program na progressive woman. We don't begin point out we leaders them where we want, let them go representing our parliament, na council, na the chiefdom. We don't begin work on them anyway because me this trip are ready for support. Me company woman 100%.
Yes, indeed. This now is Sweet Country Salon Alex F. Tintkanga. Well, fam, we Yusuf Don Yegi from waiting, members of the, Joshua Generation International Network. Also, they launched then, Salon chapter inside Boyaso. You comments, views, contributions, you go send them to studio lines 078051555. 0990515555. Well, Fambolo, inside the studio, we don't join, one of we correspondents, very active man, the man we don't hear voice all throughout, far too long from afar, from the capital of Sierra Leone. When Victor Rogers a day with you inside the studio live now this afternoon. So, and tell you so we'll get details, or updates from Freetown, right? Well, the man said we will give you the updates in our studio. But first, I just go on for join him. I will say hello, and later I go come back to him. Hello, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. It's like a shock, and I really talk say. I know say that I go and join me online na Freetown. I said, but I dey on my way to Bo. I know they tell no. Until as I dey enter, I say Bo direct on the studio. Now there they go enter.
Wow.
And a shock. Listeners, a shock.
So true.
The studio for let us see. Open for myself. I enter inside the studio. By the time they ask whether than they, I say, "Una ready for me?" I say, by the time they come in, I say, "No, me don't enter." So una not even call again. So I'm in the studio live. I come on a quick emergency business. We be say sometime I will be back.
All right.
But I have given myself as a service to the people then for give the information from the known to the unknown, and I always there that service. So even when I don't count on emergency thing, I say before I start, I for enter the studio of reading new song. I for let talk to me people then. I mean, from here the key know say they say bo, but it's just unfortunate that as they hear the voice, you know, to take a left man, the left back.
All right, good and regular listeners, Yusuf don't get from and Victor to Rogers, we Freetown correspondent for Live It at always. This is not the man we don't hear him voice, you know, through phone call. But today, now live, you know, with the mic.
Well, not to today. Say it don't come back. I'm always
Yes,
on.
this
I'm
are
always
coming
here.
in, yeah, coming
I'm
in.
always here live.
So, but like you don't say.
That's the only thing.
Very good. So, you just go stay back. I really go come back to you so soon as I go join Anthony Gassimo Primer, even as the regional CID, South, they investigate alleged assault on the paramount chief of Nyawalinga Chiefdom, both districts. Some complaints them get from meat, people them from different angles. But we mix everything and we put together for you this, 1 year so.
Say we your name and who that you be.
Hello,
Say we your name and who that you be.
hello, the people of Bo. Me na Mori Bayon Koba from San.
Okay, Maury, we get the understanding that allegedly you beat the paramount chief of Nyawalenga Chiefdom, Chief George Bonnie Bagbo, the second. Not true.
Man, the Lord forbid a me not beat a the paramount chief. Of course, now something happen now with town.
Okay, waiting really happened. Explain.
Of course, now some sorcerers them don't care gonna sound for make them pull no witch. When at the whole town then sit down arrange say make that woman they go for make it go pull witch. So it reached to one time. In fact, when they go, it then seize advantage by me. A me on mattress then way I be not buy for make a they don't panam. My brother, because now one of the committee members then take him give that woman for make it they don't panam. But not because of me a peaceful, loving citizen of San, I'll not be ever taken into granted. Later on, I left na Pujon because I dey work na Pujon, and then call me say one lady by the name of Sarah, we not to in go for go pull the witch, it don't appoint me mama for say me mama it get witch. So let me younger brother pull him from the village, he run away with him. So I began for a call my brother James, cover way na at the town chief at the village for make he pay the money on my behalf. Because since now the mommy then all be non sign say make that woman go, so now he get right for make it pay. I not ever deny then which business whether it right or not, because we now sacrifice we don't pay. So now after I don't pay Thursday morning now I go na the village, I go na my house, I call a family meeting for make a ask waiting don't happen. All of a sudden my uncle Henry he been dey explain to me the woman where he go for go pull the witch within committee and in bobo then including the paramount chief and the section chief then go na me house. When dem go the woman say we for shut up. Them don't hand over again now the whole of the town and nobody not for talk there. So one for explain say no, this na family meeting with camper. Now we on host. The woman begin now. Begin he slap people them. They beat people them.
So this woman we go or we then hire for police which comes allegedly as they say now him begin to slap people.
Yes, sir. So now as they beat the people, as they beat me uncle, the paramount chief back now, he went inside, he grip me uncle. This thing it turned into a riot. Everybody been beating out the man. King Itibo and the other one then rush for make them rescue the man.
Your
In
uncle.
back,
Your uncle.
no, the one then always then go now part.
Okay.
In back, it then both time. So now I began for rush for make a rescue Tibo. So now Rashidu take a say make them beat me, kill me. And nothing no go come. Na in at the which committee chairman.
Oh, okay.
So now he say make them beat me, kill me, because now with mama been don't gather leader Tony benefit fit give we. Yeah, now that make we dey prosper. So now everybody begin for
let
rush.
me look at them. Then they allege or accuse una mama say it be don't gather the whole
Tony
benefits and give in beginning and make una they prosper. Then not the prosper.
Yes.
Okay.
So from that point, everybody begin for the beat me. So now let the place become very much chaotic. I want for run. Any say now I jump, I dey meet people then dey. So now I begin for force me way. I run away from make I go na bush. And the woman with him picking there follow me until I go bust by the highway.
But
come and
how comes now we get these allegations? Say the paramount chief can report. Say
well them I no know me no know it, but the report. I just dey yeah. We are not by no here since.
So,
I don't know
so,
about
but you not really beat. Now you them be the beat.
Yes, and na me them want key.
But tell me how true is it, because we understand say it don't take 4 weeks. People know they go na them bush.
Oh, Papa, my whole family we dey now into exile. Then say if they see no any one of we here under then they kill we. People then na bush. Like now again that one man with them say na snake with them pull on na in hand it in a bush. Up to now we don't know then we are about. Another part back when they say now they pull now neft now from arm it in a bush. A million family, the whole family in a bush.
Now really 4 weeks where it don't take people know they go na their farm them.
Well, it is more than 1 month.
And tell me again, we understand say they don't raise the money all where the tax now from the starting of the whole program. They don't pass 50 million. Not true that?
Obviously, I don't know, but I think say it go pass so. Because like feeding alone every day and 950,000 leons. Then they feed the woman. Multiply by 35 days. How much it go cost? So I feel say it go do around that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Me na chief pastor.
For sake of waiting that happen inside Nyawalenga chiefdom, usai we don't get a report that allegedly it don't take 4 weeks where the people na the chiefdom no they go na them farms and say some people where then want to go against waiting at the decision of the chiefdom authorities them don't take, then they go against them. With me now somebody tell me your name, sir.
Amadou Bangbavi.
Okay, Mr. Bangbavi, you did at the Bo East Police. Waiting really bring you come from San Village and Nyawalenga chiefdom.
Muluroge mia ke tindia tetia ma ahona guamui. Yo, hona guamui tuwa performiro na apie. No bia ba bekuma ba guabi pera bibi kona be jimenya. Ke jige tuwa yo hona gualeji muya na lwe kare yite hare nyamula mu ko bunu balo ma ba jondu ashi imam nya gifiti nyanda area na katinya fosiro ongi jondu nyabe ngiliro ngo mangi jondu be tande ta mati pe ta matanya ma oni nyama natale ngo ma fuyo na wa ngiyo na bomori ti pe bla hitelo ti now tajo ko pe gbila gbe ti pe ama na be ala simole gbele o ti mala tipu giti waya bia ti pe ama be pe bu ti ndia te henyomia fanilo ye hinde na ma ba lo ko we nyamu ma a 50,000 bia ma bi ngori we a 500,000 or na 55,000. So ye hinde jiti anale malage nunga na ati hegbo ati pela ke henyamumia tilenga na tama wero ma ege na ma tanu pe gedalo fuyo na agbo abo tande tanu mu pe ti go mefidia tati ma gbepe tati magu bia le tinde ma mate honi lo bigo bia be ba oti angori molo asi imam ndeji tilo ma problem is ground ti problem is creating ga wati na nyangu bwa benga ya mongele tin do mai lenga bulwa na eve na miam kwa jingu e hu yi ya elisi tangi nge ma blange na sia polisi katia tinu pa gada tililo katinda te jiva tuwa hinda hu bepe ma tuwe kitila manjina ma ka as imam ita region council Christian and Muslim wa una pisiro bateba ndo ejum welo hindale ndaga wa pisi bate.
Okay, let we understand, but now really true say it don't take 4 weeks where people are not going to their farms
awelo ikiapi na awelo because fuilo na hati ndia te tigbengo ni mukpeba ta hela te nugbe wa inda hamia tovuile nata ngata vakpe he tenga ebe pekegbo ma ungwe pe he masawa na yewe ngati he gbama.
So tell me exactly what really bring you come, but let me ask you this question. We say that we don't the tax on for money where if you put them together the past now 34 million use for this person we come for police which not through this
hale go pwede eli mami na leba 30 million na oma na bonga ka takpelia sakpele kenga bitota na nanyiwe hena kpeye gwana miando mwana lima 50 million boate now so now probably having come yamia.
Okay, so what really bring you come now police station? Because I don't know, but I already say this morning they run after you.
Jigwe LC ili yepe mulenga a power wa ragwe muhu Interregion Council Christian Muslim women's leader ketindi ate mwa muya yepe nunga tilenga na hiwe numuna getindia tindia ngmate ji honi longigo mun de nunga matibia na le nugbe aya no provoke mia so jile egbo tigbo na hala provoke titato nyama asi imam ngata bobojo enyama na atande nyama tenya de gramo miange na atande nyama te nya imam yekwe yange mike ivu ngilingi yuzi nunge zatu we ngilingi yuzi misibu ko nge announcement tv ko nunge na satu wagbe ko le muti na hu gbate mundu na gbate problem igbia na be jigbo ngi mike na yuzi nyamba mo eba tinyamulo ro ha nyama angendeji so hindagbele na le ngi na kona agbele ta tianya provoke mavui tanya provoke yavu nyabe ta avui nginya go ngi ewia
ka tikpaji lota bo ma
tikpaji tanya o ma.
Okay, provocation me
ale
time appear bo a police or bo be ma age wa
gbe jifa elisi mi agbo ngi na biambe so ena ye ngi na fiagbo mbe tianya provoke ma tinya leo numu inyagba yo nyepela ka ye provocation nangi egbele tanya provoke yo na ba mi ale wa LC na yo window ange ke yina gbo inyalwela heme nyamenga so okay, ta nyale inde na nyale vulo treatment.
Okay, thank you.
Now
yes, indeed, this now is sweet country salon inside Jesus Christ a name. Well, family, that is exactly now happening. So now the Nyawalenga chief don't even has some complainants them don't already reached now. Now they Bo police station for do that kind complaining they so for sake some kind of thing we don't they be. Continue for say your messages, view comments 078051555 099051555. Well, online we don't get Anthony Gasma Brimer for making go report for we. You know, Paramount Chief them who said they don't converge now at the SDO's office over this allegation or any other allegation. So let me get some. Hello, Anthony.
Yes, Brother Matthew, good afternoon, and one per se good afternoon to family media listening to live on New Song Radio.
All right, so quickly just take you through, to you get for do it Paramount Chiefs them who say they don't converge na the, SU the office over allegation of assault on the colleague.
Yes, I'm just like how you rightly say, Pastor, today inside Bo when Monday, October 24, 2022, about 9 Paramount Chiefs then converged now the office of the senior district officer when at the SDO both district and we the office there by the both prisons when at the correctional center. What really makes Paramount Chiefs them gather? Plenty people go really like one for no. Now that this gathering gets within a bearing with allegations where the Paramount Chief of Nyawalenga Chiefdom, when Chief George Bani Diabo the second, they can make recently now the Bo police station say some people now in Chiefdom they don't allegedly assault them. Well, when we begin to look into well today. At last week's Thursday, the Paramount Chief began at the regional CID also began for making statements. But today happened for get an engagement with the Paramount Chiefs and we then come meet the senior district of say they're not happy for waiting they don't do to then colleague Paramount Chief then to then colleague Paramount Chief when I Chief Diabo the second Nyawalenga Chief. Well, this discussion still carry on as right in the loop. But the meeting, the AIG Southern Region, when are the newly transferred man, the LEC Bo West and Bo East, then said the part of this meeting here. Inside and began for really give some security faith in the whole process for make then we see the need as chief of authority and similarly so as Sierra Leoneans for make them not look at the issue, but make them ensure them they amicably iron out this matter. And when the AIG Southern Region now will address the people now the office the SDO office, make them crystal clear say in the AIG for Southern Region, and in no way go watch anybody for derail the peace of the region. And anybody where it will see him if found or she is found wanting of breaching the peace of this country, the law go better. And it continue for talk to the people and say, may nobody not do anything, let them just watch. As police they investigate the alleged assault, the Paramount Chief currently they in their own meeting because the AIG don't left, the two LECs, divisional LECs and don't left. They don't come back. But the Paramount Chief and Chief of Authorities, them, then they in the meeting for making we see which decision or how they will get for resolve this matter. But as you rightly say, forget the background of this and not say Matthew, you go don't play two of the impacts them when happened hearing the chief the allegations they go against one particular young man say now in beat the Paramount Chief. Unfortunately, I began to come in contact with them yesterday now the Bo East Police Division and another man where now the chief now the imam now the tongue where it say out because of provocation, make a don't fear for a life, make it come out. And I begin inside the LEC Bo East address them for go back and stand song inside Nyawalenga Chiefdom that it communicate with the Paramount Chief that nothing not for happen with the young man then. But looking at it from a bigger picture, because 3 weeks ago, Mr. Matthew, we go now, sound, Nyawalenga Chiefdom. And I know a very, I guess, a comprehensive summary of what is currently happen, you know, in as much as I think against the alleged assaults, but as a journalist, I dey look at what really go don lead to this thing because me go na Miawalenga Chiefdom, I go na San community 3 weeks ago, inside we meet you know, traditional authorities and people themselves in some traditional dress on the Sunday, then they dance. And I began to ask the paramount chief, upon which I be even do an interview with them, Matthew, for really know what really to go on. And therein the paramount chief, I know if I had known Matthew, I would have if I don't send an interview to you. And the paramount chief George, then they have tell me say, now which they pull now the chiefdom. The chiefdom authorities, they don't sit down, they don't look the development, why make in Yawalenga chiefdom not the develop as compared to other chiefdoms. Now with the indigenous and now the chiefdom, now then chiefdom pass up the chiefdom in blessings, their own blessing. So now that make they don't go pull somebody come for make income and police switch. Pulling somebody when I begin to talk to the people and now small, I can't understand see up to this time they don't like spend well over 15 million leons, old leons, you understand? You know, talking about feeding because every day from waiting I gather this lady when I come with and instead I see a Naya, you know, because I see in traditional dress, in traditional dress, town, and today they all the part of the delegation will come. I even see a Naya. This lady, according to waiting I get the allegations that in and in Timo it come with, then they eat almost 900 meals for the day. Yes. So, but the bone of contention here is that from waiting I find out, Matthew, now that these people are being deprived from going to their farms. For 4 weeks now, no allegations, and which when I go, when I see them, they tell me, say, they don't take them, just imagine 2 weeks, they know they go to the farm. And when I don't come from Nyawalengas, you know, now 3 weeks. So, it's like the exercise, the daily exercise, then it don't really like make people because now Lord and according to the people that nobody know they move. So people in rest they dry and they pour. Other agricultural activities people are not able to do. So all these things don't like generate this government. But initially these are the same people again where they all meet in children discussion whether they agree. But perhaps they may think the wish in full one now just like for this activity and everybody will return back to a normal activity, you understand, Matthew? But now this thing don't be almost 1 month plus some days now. So nobody not able to go now in farm. So most of these things when say the paramount when I was in there I don't really know what it happened, but police they investigate and the paramount chief and back on me for make them discuss on which they will get to decide on. But the STO, when at the closure by together with the AIG and the two divisional LECs, the AIG give a strict stance to the STO for making ensure say there are some people where we don't understand say whether they say them pull which net my hand because of mob justice that be wrong. Then they inside bush right now. Yes.
Okay.
And
So you know, Anthony.
Yes, Matthew.
Yeah. Somebody just they ask, they say, waiting at the specific assault where they take on this paramount chief. We don't make in colleagues, they don't converge na the station also.
Well, assault generally when somebody says somebody assaults you, it simply means say you pull hand or you even kick or you slap person or you know. But we are in here, so the whole thing here is they say they beat them. Yes, that's the allegation. We the paramount chief of Nyawalenga chiefdom could become the paramount chief, and as well we became report last week Thursday the regional CID that people beat them or a specific somebody beat them na Samsung inside Nyawalenga chiefdom, Matthew. But we don't know what will be the decision or what will get for result as. Because as we speak now, they don't let them because these are paramount chiefs, they are traditional authorities. Then they in a meeting and they don't even want for see the presence of journalists around because it's like something we then no one from there. But I have been following the story and I know what thing they happen and I know some of the issues. Perhaps I'm not saying I am highly against the alleged assault on the paramount chief, but equally so, I am looking at some rights of the people. They I would say 100% they have been deprived. But I don't know who side the complete come off or who side the complete not come off. But the whole issue about Leone, Chief Don Matthew, I will tell you now that they bring somebody for Campus Witch, and this witch in pool one don't almost take over. It don't pass now 1 month, so, 1 month someday.
They're not still done for pulling with it.
Then, you know, well, I don't know if because the woman wake up for pulling witch, they eat allegedly more than 900,000 over. 900,000 lives in delegation per day. Now the money don't suit them. They say every day they pull this, every day they pull that, and yet they're not any affiliate. So, but we they still give a look and we the watch as we can go come out.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. We add the voice to the program.
Thank you, Brother Matthew. God bless you, sir.
Okay. I did tell you, wonder never end. Anyways, family yourself don't get that one day. Waiting for your comment, views, contributions, forward onto the studio line 078051555 099051555. This now witchy business. Anyways, family, we want for come inside the studio now and join Victor Tutu Rogers. Of course, Victor Tutu Rogers always be we Freetown correspondent. Just on point in time making candy with we on live broadcasting like today so. But over the month or previously you don't get them only on phone. Where sometimes you can get some itch. But today there is no itch about it. He's here in the studio well prepared. And I just for give you some updates them. Now the capital of Freetown, but think them we will deal with Sierra Leone as a whole. Very quickly, we just want to look into 3 things. We're very important. One are the NNN by NACRA, the PRO system, and NATCOM. But we go take them 1-1. So I just want for welcoming back Victor Tutu Rogers.
Thank you very much.
All right. So gradually they go in this now, but we don't really get much time for talk on them. Let me take the NNN by NACRA. What in this mean around?
For schoolgoers and with parents and schools authorities, what do get us here and the one for beginning use now the NACRA. We are in the get details about you, your information go be picked up now. You catch them when they are young until the one for started from that day. We are in a country as Sierra Leone will now get a data system. So that anything they want to know about you can just be picked up. Far long this number that they exist. Other countries, as you move, everything about you is on a digital kind of work. So the one begin this in Sierra Leone, and mind you, this midterm census, and one of the kind of pilot stage where they really don't start this particular thing, and we will see what side of the count. Each and every thing and picking them man of different categories and what you do within your environment. And this they'll make now the one come because of so many corrupt practices within the system, more education. And the ones begin up from there and see how they go put the picking on digital. And they really want begin this exercise with this last exam we get for camp. So they don't begin to take, and the message is already out. But we look at, from the civil society, the media, at the human rights point of view, that it's a brilliant idea, very good, but it will only get challenges because the time where it can for get a start there, there almost 1,000 miles start with a step. But this 1,000 miles starting with a step, what you want to see with government, no for really make like something where it will be punishable for whosoever will not be a party at the initial stage. Suffer for why am I say so? I happen say like picking for get being registered for all details about by the government and in the system. In a situation where if you cannot get about time reach for a seat exam, let them not tell on the exam as a punishment. Because if we want to do this to really, get it on ground, in accordance as to how they want them, we must have got these machines at all level. The issue, the program of itself must be decentralized. We are in every part of the country for get that kind of facility. You come to Bo, you don't need to travel to Freetown to go and get all these informations. In fact, if going to Freetown, the transport self no more. The joke now with the yard and another Kailan end. You expect her for go to Freetown. You get for get lodging for lodge Freetown. Easy. Then the transport in the morning from one place to another. We are talking about petroleum system. We know it will happen. Easy. Then they go no more today. You get her today. You turn back today. It is impossible. So all the delay that they will see and say it's a great challenge for the system as they want for go be work accordingly. To the point where they want it will not happen now. So we just take say government for look at again that they create the facilities where the office go to the people. The office not for the outside but come down gaining access to the doors of the people. We are in, if na school level they do anytime for any school, they go to that school they take all entries, details about the kids there, the pupils, and move to another. I think they do to that level or district level. We are in get a center where all the the teachers are going to facilitate and the movement there for let us say they are being captured. I think that will happen. Then government will still get a gift from the one that will be registered. Let government take up from there NZD for capture the day for get these details. But this again tells Sierra Leoneans about wicked politicians, because when this TRB they go on try the meet and census, we get wicked politicians. Everybody tell people they say, "Una not do that, una not allow Nakra let enter to you," not knowing that selfishly for them, now voting no more they careful. Election time voting, forgetting that after the voting. There are many other things where they think they are, document they are need. And now, not even don't go far it. Now, some of the things that this don't begin to showcase. They show like, say, minus election self no carry. They don't begin to need information now about these kids. So now, you find out, say, in return, some parents they get for frown at some politicians there. For saying, now, you say, matter we try to say, no, no, come on. Now, look, they don't begin to count, ask whether politician will go. They now for filling that gap for you. So, it has been a very wickedness on that side. But notwithstanding, some they be able to make up during this election where the one that they are 18 or go from 18 or after, then be not lucky enough for go and get the details in. So now the one that they go left out, let government see how they go really cascade the whole process down to the level of affordable areas for let the people able for be part of the system. So it will not be a kind of iron rule where if you not do you not go get be a particle of the exam. No, we'll not go on for see that one day. And even the NACRA of itself way and one of the things that have been Tom they talk that the office themselves will they get way located by Johnson Street towards the Connaught Hospital and close to the Central Police, Nasit and other areas there. Now a disturbing area that one day where it be say the office not conducive at all, because the kind crowd work did they go there the whole day. Some day don't pass 1 month, they go for that every day. They not get it because the kind of crowd work did they not fine and they can disturb traffic system. Now emergency area then the ambulances that they go and come out for the government hospital. Ambulance don't left the road for go left body or couch body or sick person they can other person go. So all the things that they would not see for be as a very and it's not a conducive and anyway. So we would even cry to government say they need to get another space where go be of a compound like where they go get people that inside where not going to go disturb the streets or even the traffic or other business people that we don't clear. All get your own business where they go pa. So like one person business don't pour the other person. So the government for looking to that and that will be backed up with birth and death office also now Freetown. And all these offices need to be decentralized. We are in people that do at district level, bigger towns level. down where everybody pass you go to the city in Africa. So there must be more machinery be put in place and more. I mean, and then that will even create job facility. More people come on board for do the services. There are people who they know how and we've gone to colleges, universities. They have these ideas, but it is being wasted because they have got the capacity and the environment for which they train for or learn. They not get them. Because the facility is there, but it's not of that massive. We're going to take. So if they do that at district or bigger towns level, regional offices, then that can create job. It will expedite the jobs of this. Then more people will come in the system, and a better record will be to the effect. So once the government will do that one, the Batandet, the NACRA, and other offices that need the same services. So one for that kind of decentralized. So the picking them, the exam is getting. Very soon it will come, but that time lap we go say like say far, not far because the job inside. It will even tamper with the picking education because the time for class for get the classes, they'll be running all helter-skelter for get their documents to be input into the data system.
Yeah.
So this all will be a challenge. So one for say school authorities, government and the other partners, let them really sit down and see the challenges, the advantages and disadvantages, and let them work it well in the best way where it not go disturb or hamper the future of the kids.
All right. Let that one they just take quickly to the PRO system as we they close to around.
The PR system again like a block system. This is not a new thing again. Politicians that they always make we like the one that we don't know and the other they don't know now that they bring down preacher as if like that babati. We find at all, but forgetting that even there's a way they preach and so some of them can become beneficiaries to this particular block system. A PR system done a proportional representation, in a representation where they make even the one that they get there. The small political parties. At times I can say some political parties that they will need for local now, because some political parties are not working in the interest of the people, but for themselves. The Kidede now no more as a political party. When election done today, they are finished. Now when election they come, then they come, then they begin to go around because the one day as a standby, where two giant they don't meet up, where they on a borderline, then they begin to say, "Brother, call me. I go do part of you so that." If you win, you give me one portfolio. Place. So that means they are for themselves and not for the people. So some political parties, they need for put some mentions the way if you don't meet that criteria, don't be a political party at all. We want to see some of them out of the system. Therefore, the one the way I will say they can retain, but let them be of proper disciplines. Therefore, we foresee say they go day. Where they could gain access to this particular PR system. You go into the parliament right now, about 4 political parties and independent did. But if this system did, you will find out say almost all political parties are going to get representative inside it, because that like if any small party where they think of, say like better party, but this area then they say the party carry so tell this person in this area where the entire area like now that's small political party day. But why they not the big party? What they want to put as a representative, the people are not like her. So what did happen if they're going to vote? This already are this small party, but because the people that feel say can be the best representative for another area, neither they put. And when they put her, automatically, that political party has been represented in parliament. That's one. The other advantage about her is it creates less cost on both government and the ordinary people that they want to come into the political party. Well, mind you, when that thing that can happen, if along the line, that person will be the voter in on the constituency level, it can die, or is sick way not able to act again, or sometimes it can't get a job where it go out of the country, not go come again. Immediately, the person will become second. Now they take the position, so they're not need for going to election. So if they're not going to election, what does that tells us? That means less political attention go there, like they rally, this they fed the police that they 24/7, they blame police, that they do this and that, and they challenge you go there, without not for come off free tank candle, outside the by election day, you go see the all candy, they in fight day, at the end of the day, end with court. All these things will be cut down, will be cut off, because that kind of thing they not get for day. that I'm not the day, or the one becomes psycholectic. Just like that. It has to be automatic. Pressure no dey. So billions of millions where government go save for do other things there, not go bring her for by-election. Then na the thing that one day. Then the one day now that they make this thing as a thing with fearful. Now they gain again. But in the other hand, why make some people that feel say PR system not for camp? Now in the system we are in, some people that they take us say, parliament don't become now like a market farm. All my one go to parliament because now they quick money day. So what did happen? Some people they don't want that second position, third position. They want to come back fresh because some man during that time they said don't get small capital now for can stand. So during that time they buy election, they come for can stand. So good. So these are the bad politicians who they don't want that PR system. So that it go possible say one day you say go get small money. If you not be able to stand trade, you will get the chance now. So inside the 5 years, anything way a presidential, then you can come up. Now that kind of thing that day. But it can be fine if it happen. And not for saying that the first time this happen, remember within a parliament right there, draw about it has been before in the past government there, one or two government there, even the Pakaba government, this kind of thing every day. It make a lot of phases be in parliament to digress or discuss on issues that has to deal with the nation, so that it go get of diverse presentations for a better judgment in the best interest of the country. So PR system can be fine if it works, and let's do it in due diligence, where at the end of the day it can be for all and not few.
Wow. All right, Fambu, as the reform in Victor Tutu Rogers, I wish for don't get a lot of time for make we digest, this all the matter. So now we table this, afternoon. But like we still go continue for reach on to Ramusa, we will ask some very many questions then relating to that. Quick one, let me just talk around
on the NATCOM.
See,
NATCOM and the Ministry of Finance, our parliamentarians, and our mobile companies don't really show the level of self-interest where they get to the self instead of for the country. We'll start with the parliamentarians. Parliamentarians are there to put laws that will be in the interest of the people, that will salvage the suffering. And let me take again say we have a global challenge right now economically, and that economically it is challenging we nationally as our country. We get to a nearby country now, Liberia. Sierra Leone is not to that suffering we are in with the two line for food right now. It is not there. Things are hard, we know. It is hard because it is global challenge. But we are in a country we are in, the government, whatever possible you may say, but it is survey some areas where they make will not go that far. But Liberia, yes, Liberia we are in, it's just like how they travel from Boca Island for go Freetown, for go to line for food, and that to line you go there for almost 1 week, you not still get food it. Now they happen in Liberia right now, and that they don't even affect we food stuff commodities there, because right now we be see inside 3 weeks by in a month back, rest just go shoot up in price because having our porous roads to enter into our neighboring countries, and we checkpoint again where they are not manned well by our securities. We say some man the Mokofeda do for like one whole truck pass with which he one pass with. We don't find out say most of the food that don't go into the neighboring countries, especially with special reference to Liberia, where rice, if you go there right now, rice, fuel, and gari and other thing that pamai, it don't enter there because people there, business people there, want go make fast money there. And why is that they can't go there for go make fast money? That they create automatic scarcity on the small food we don't left here. So the small food we don't left here, what you go expect now? An immediate shoot up in prices increment, and that waiting down they go tell we get it affect with dollar exchange. So what happen? We see we side dollar from 1.3 quick it don't go to 1.6 1.7. So these are the challenges we are facing. I mean, and our politicians are there to survey these kind of situations. And amongst many, we are not just allied. One of them are this mobile company world can see so. These are like people stabbing the back of the government badly, creating the governance into a very bad picture. How can you, in a situation like this, where I highlight parliamentarians that know this, then they go sit down with that kind of law for bring out on people there. a twinkle of an eye without no public education or sensitization just shoot up 300%. Where it don't tell you say who say you may talk about 9,000 leons, it's about 35,000 leons now based on the company as to how they do their game.
50,
and what are we saying? This is going to the benefit of the companies at the detriment of the masses.
The masses.
Then to a back kick
of the parliamentarians,
the finance ministry, and the NATCOM. And mind you, these areas are government entities.
Yes.
Which have surveyed the situation. Let's start with Parliament. I'm still with Parliament. Parliament, if ever they do this bad self, we have members of Parliament of this current government, where therefore don't stand strong and talk say, no, not agree, because this thing if it happen, now we government it tell on. At the same time, the oppositions were therefore not happy because they will use it as a political tool for campaign. But if they get interest in the people they again way off politics, therefore don't say again, no, we'll not do this because things are fine right now. If we do this, we will go at the detriment of the people there. But what this tells us again, that when parliamentarians look at the verge of where they can benefit as a union, they will do anything and discourage the souls of the masses. Once they will not better to them. We go remember the wardrobe, the increments in their salaries, where the masses they challenge them. If that was done with one voice in their interest. So now like this again, if they can do just if toll gate bills, it was in the interest of the parliamentarians for let them get what they get. So that kind of bad laws there, it's not good at all. Then now come to the area of the finance ministry. Finance ministry, they don't show again say that does show President Bio say there are so many rebels in his camp. We not in the interest of the people there. Because how can people in that kind of ministry for let if you support that kind of document? Yes, for let that kind thing they come on. It's not good at all. That's straight away, if I'm a president, I be a president, straight away all those involved are they bring that to book for an immediate investigation and levy punishment anybody way involved for sabotage me government. Because at the end of the day, everybody they say now president. Then now they go back to the ministry, then now they draw. He said we go even take instances of the former president and as by Kruma where all in bad ministers that do thing where the CEO I come. The person more way feature. We don't get one at this country. The people the more that they look for now the one we do the worst and where they of interest where that now going to look at the highest responsible for the issues that were atrocities that will take place. So this now the kind of thing that we see. So now the president for stand firm would not begin to see again some issues that they happen in this country. The president need for they come very fast. Prompt to issues and take the issue because at the end of the day, they not get the bad name. We find out say where it can into this and stand. There was a quick reverse. So if now they can quick reverse, then they happen other issues there. Like it must have made so many gains for like not going to be seen as a blame game.
I just try for like admonish or like support it. They say when they in the interest of them,
now they no more
always okay.
Yes. So now they happen in the finance ministry. Then yes, NATCOM, you responsible for regulate the system.
Yes.
That if them and they want to do this thing, they come back to you. They first come to your table and you sit on it before it comes out. So how can NASIT, NATCOM, convince us now? Because I belong to a civil society where now we they hit on the Native Consortium Research Center of the Native think tank. We're headed by Edmond Abu. Now we can follow the petrol, the top up, and now we even take this matter to we don't take NATCOM, the Orange and Africa to court where Honorable Justice Adrian Fisher to date not give ruling yet. It just not left for ruling where 299 mitigants away with they wait for this ruling. That the day. And this again does show government say if the government don't intervene for now get to ruling. We're not facing all that in there. But then NATCOM and these mobile companies they don't just hold on themselves say now anything we want to do. they go cry few days they forget. At the end of the day, at the expense
fact, one thing that I just say salon we can use to.
Yes, at the expense of the ordinary people. This night they don't use for do so. So now what we see again recently, this August 10, the investigation team where government put. That investigation team gets something that way people that be audio the central day or evidences that where Orange, the mobile company, some they get. Now, when they tell they say, let them pull out, wait till they talk. They say the machine they don't crash. And it's, you see the insult because of the dubious, hidden, corruptive acts that way they happen. Why may they do other things that they say, man, we can a country as a other company, and again, they give waiting in fee. So, if there had been steps taken by the government far in regulation with the principles who get where they guide them, this already will see so not going to happen. But so NATCOM cannot come to tell us that when the people they have want to do this because they're not telling. So if they do the thing without any education, without any notice, they do them. They already exploit criminally. Steal the people there. They just say if I left so they need for compensate all the people there that few hours there. Our day where they take for doing that thing that will happen. They need for compensate this. Well, this is one of the things that will be reported. Then na court holding a court. So this is another crime committed against humanity in Sierra Leone for mobile companies that cheat the ordinary people that like that, and all those that are pertinent to this particular cheating. President for bring that to book. Let us see say they are penalized for it and they pay a kind of a payback to whether they already punished. You know, they frustrated the minds. They put us in a kind of jeopardy. Mixed feelings for beginning member who shall begin. Some people are beginning to say now, me, I know they talk again on phone. This, the one put we now like because of the talk thing the way they happen, now make the one put a barrier to that. So this, I just say, let me learn. This very painful. This that just they try for talk and let the president of BO, let government know say he has many rebels in his camp. Where they try for say they picture the government very badly. Because if the finance ministry can mix to this, they let them bring to book all those that are pertinent. If parliament can be to this, the less Iranians that know say they haven't got better representatives in parliament. And if NATCOM can get into this, they let people that know say we are not getting a very good standing operative system where they regulate the mobile companies there, and this they make the two mobile companies there. They name no more the year where they don't give a blockage to so many people companies that where they want can for do good thing where they stop them. Remember QCell can for let it make in business very cheap. They nearly close up. They say if for count to the standard of that one that they high, if for bill up, is that no wickedness? And NATCOM where we feel say if I don't say no, if that man they can't cheap, not like a bill. If you own bill, a cheaper. And we want like Sierra Leoneans that work in a very cheap rate. They if not go down. Now that might be now they take. That would have been a very good, reasonable thing where we would expect. Or but instead they coerce them forcefully if they don't meet the target of those that are up there at this detriment of the ordinary people. Then they will not do their business. So they have to succumb because they want to do business. So it was at the suffering of the masses. So now the kind of thing that this, they see the place so this kind of thing, it is not encouraging at all. It is very much, we want to foresee the move where the president take. For let's see that a return quick. Or would expect say it go down any other thing now. So. Let president go visit in sub bench. So tell some good players that they did it first. Let it bring them back. Within the injury time. The sub bench, I think, if on beginning look at the sub bench for count some man there and kick some man away, we can let them at this system there because it is not good at all. It is not good. Even when they talk about bread and butter, these are the areas I hit. I know how they feel when they talk so. The bread and butter, we think of the transport ministry, the trade ministry, whether for work in collaboration, the agriculture ministry. They should work in collaboration for say things that really did down. How can we get our local commodities tagged to dollar? So my way ask I say, see how the dollar don't go. Per cassava leaf you go plant yonder in second to tag like that, keep on gear or whatsoever. So you begin to look at this thing. Then you start to ask, where is the trade ministry? How regulatory? How monitoring? How effective are they in their monitoring system? Where are their social monitors, monitoring workers? Whether they go right round for look at that thing there. Instead, some the way they're going to their shop there, now their pocket they feel and go. The money for count to government, another candy. Now right now the pocket they go. So these are all issues where governments, it really need for revisit and they work on about genuine Sierra Leoneans who are patriots are ready to see the system and the people in a livelihood, comfortable. For begin to come out now and begin to act, do the extraordinary for say things are done in the interest of the people. We are really at the masses of the kind of people there.
Seriously.
So we not really want to see the country there. And this thing, I can even relate that to the area of the traffic police again. Maybe I always hit on the traffic police and the bike riders. Like Freetown, I don't know for ya. You go see team. All day as I talk now, they run at the district center. They run after bikes. In the entry, the bike they go, they jump people there. Some people they all left amputated. Some they all lost their life. Some people they mark it, they all damaged. Yeah. Where their bike they will go run into because they run after them. Run after why? They run after, they say let them come on at the CBD area. Quite good. But why when you hold on now come on at the CBD area, they take a crown go to the police station. The bikes man they tell me for each bike we go there na 300,000 or 500, or your bike is not given to you, or some of them complain that their bikes are being vandalized, or some they not get their bike again. They see now later they don't dismantle and make it in a different form where they say some officers they go get her, they ride for themselves as private. Or you go see the machines there. How many bikes there as I talk so now? They under rain don't be there, they don't poor. They of good, no good use again. What are losses? Now the government losses because the money there, if there people there they pay licenses for their bikes, if their bike there they run for the services of the people there, if their bike there that they give the monthly contribution to both the union and it makes income. And if you the government, to the police system, if they do that thing there, like we be say that money there where they collect, like where the year go round, they do like ACC kido, they say president, now this will pull the whole day back then, this and sometimes we watch another picture. But that is not happening. They will say that money there they go. And at the end of the day, now police name that they use. Now bad, we get some bad people that are in the midst of the good one there. We get credible police there where they don't make them mark. They have standard. Yes. They don't grow well in their jurisdiction or dispensation of duty. But one great bad egg, it go kind of because of a one great name. Then I go call the name now by Brahma or CD or then I call the name. They say police. They generalize as if the police look to be bad. So let the police themselves within themselves go to weed out the bad police there where they are among them as they will not see some instances there. Let them weed them out, name and shame them, and let the public know them. Because at times they get not to the institution for. When they keep ready for they do the intake there, like right now what they happen. You they see some people that they do recommendation about put this person. They not going to say this person now the environment right now Tifa. They broke holes and that. Now that kind of person they go put inside police. So that same system we can go. Now for them get taxi they go they pass on bike. Then they broke people that business there and thief. When they hold them now they begin to make like a shop. So these are the things where government if it stand on and really do as they recommend so
even as we talk the high court judge not see give ruling yet but not come this and stuff
we now honorable Adrian Justice Fisher honorable Justice Adrian Fisher and we'll not still relent we they look at them for let we say it's better late than never but we said they're on the verge for take the matter to ECOWAS court if he deliberately failed to do the needful.
Well, School of Thoughts go just go on for acts. Say I wish I don't get the power or the money for like reports them on by a company there because he reach a time they go call somebody in lie and they on or which they say. I want to be specific.
No,
because that happened to me.
You understand? I sit there, me I don't tell them say the money I put if I not get her, what I call, what attention they reverse me money. So to me. Has proven them to be criminals. So that they are able to justify. So and this criminalities for which it is at the expense of so many souls. Now that they make will take them to court. There are so many justifications of their illegal activities. That is very unlawful in the eyes of the law.
They are not really holding it too. But the other day in a privileged conversation, now one base why be this so somebody be just really say now we no more I can defeat sometimes. Well, then they ask them if person gets money paying for he puts them people in a very bad because at that time before call and get money. This is reality. I'm telling you. Some they at that minute somebody be don't promise and faithfully say for get money. And they call now the number busy. You understand?
And in fact,
the number so
one
easy
thing
when
they
the
can
person
do,
dey on.
yes, when they
They
don't
call
when they
it
don't
the
do
truth.
something we're not correct, when you give them a music that they give you, instead of they talk to
So,
you,
but why
they
all
straight
this?
away no say. Wait, me at times, of course, some of us are known now. So what I call I tell you say na me na Victor Tuturo just I call you, not other person. I dey follow you take to who side the thing supposed for work. So they follow. So these are some of the things there. So, you know, at times we have to be speak out.
All right.
To see how best we salvage our situations.
All right, thank you so
we
much.
go talk at the government no hear it. But the side that will be the total government not be the not that I know the hear but they look about there. Now, President Bio, let's pull out to the government now. President Bio as head of all the institutions there, they can see some of the bad people there now, where they relate in a system where they should say.
Yes. For take action.
So this guy actually takes so. Let not only left to where they don't reverse, but let them bring that to book. All the one that they do this thing, where they get now it was like a shock. So that shock the way they make. Let them get the punishment of that kind of shock.
At least let bonus and drop my phone.
Yes.
We need the alert them.
Yes. They need for payback to people that few hours criminal attitude where they create so. They for payback.
Yes, indeed, the need for payback for that few hours criminal attitude where the mobile company they put on. You know how you go just pass verdict where give sensitization, where teach somebody, but where make person know say this by this system, this and this get for happen, oh we get for agent I give them up, oh you just bash on us so. Which kind of misuse of rights?
I'll assume say not come they not be teller. It's a boss some of the boss because one na the tap will be take action where late more content take action. Okay, if that they be happen, why that quick time where it be alarm not come self not come up quick for let it take action? Why the delay past president can't force it all? So Nayanda the necktie as to how they go free themselves first before they come for cars and the mobile company the why they do that.
All right, thank you so much. And Victor Rogers from Freetown at always done the report for we think them we can be in the capital city of Mama Salone. And today inside the studio, fortunate for day with you live. And you don't hear exactly the 3 areas them we critically don't analyze them. How I wish if I don't be like satellite so I can get premium time for ask questions and like open phone line for let you add your comments. But meanwhile continue for listening. With subsequent programs they will give you details of the thing in the soul.
Quickly, if you want, you talk say you wish if for not be the satellite time. You're a journalist, so if you want still for let people they respond to that one day, you go cut who say say na information necessary. You put it as if na a kind of recording. So when the people that listen, they react to it.
Wow.
You can make it as a whole program.
This is somebody who is so much passionate about in listeners them at always when they're in town. Well, as you say, so we just go look into them so quickly. Well, Fumble, the program we don't be live it at 1 on Radio News Song FM 97.7 inside both. Some kind of way we will bring come so to you. Well, we want for draw the curtain down here. So quick one, make I just join Lovetta Samia. Mambul Usai ego bring we messages them way on the day inside the inbox.
I say good afternoon live it. I say we really need for support woman them because we okay. I say sorry for that. Good afternoon live it. I say we really need for support woman them. I say because where we support women them, the country go better for we tomorrow from Mr. Mambu. This other message they read, they say the issue na Nyawa Lenga chiefdom now really a cause for concern, all in the name of say then they find which from concerned citizen. They say this other text message they read, it say we dey plead to the government for investigate the issue na Nyawa Lenga chiefdom Tranga 1. This other message say it say Miss Salon people them make we go near God. He say how you go believe evil for pull evil. Mr. PC God no go accept that from Abu Tarawali. He say bravo radio news song. And thank you for una updates but the issue na Nyawa Lenga chiefdom. He say but why the silence of the woman way can pull the witch? man them from T-Max. He say this other one say, do you already a new song? He say una go they continue for update we about the issue na Nyawa Lenga Chiefdom. He say because we want see the end. This other one say on the issue of which in search, he say it seems for be difficult for deal with because we pray and hope say the truth for reveal in Jesus name. He say from Desmond J.A.'s Songa from Mandu Valnea Chiefdom. He say plenty thank you Victor Tutu Rogers for that awareness from Margaret Mambo.
All right, thank you so much, Sister Samuel Mambulu, for waiting by with the messages in the show. We apologize. We're not going to go on the Facebook page for take any message there because we don't go far beyond time. Anyways, we want for just bring you some of the tap to hear them. We will look at inside the program. So today. Well, Fumble inside today's presentation of the program, we talk of plenty things then. Even as regional CID South, they investigate, alleged assault on, the paramount chief for Nyawalinga Chiefdom, Nabo district. Even as some complaints then be approached, and already they na the Bo East Police Division now, for sake of some kind thing them, canabating them we don't be na the Nyawalinga Chiefdom day. All of that one they will bring come to you and save. Paramount chiefs them don't converge na the SDO's office over the same allegation too. Outside the assault then comping. Well, two sides of the story we bring come to you, and two details of that in the subsequent broadcasting we bring come as well. And Joshua Generation International launches its already in chapter inside Bowl. How that launching be like all we bring come to you. Police they still investigate one lady, on allegation of cyber stalking and bullying and as well under unidentified. That it always can be in these guys when they do some certain acts then. All that will bring come to you so. And safe inside the studio will be there with Victor Tutu Rogers. At always be we Freetown correspondent for Live It at 1. So can they comprehensively report for we from Freetown. Well, today inside the studio I be there with we live. Also I talk on the NIN, where the service can carry on by NACRA, PRO system, and save the NATCOM. All of them so we bring come to you inside today presentation of the program. This plus messages them we dial to 078051555 099051555. But make for we use inside we live it basket and save we wise word we come out from we birthday celebrant, Mrs. Aminata Conte we celebrating birthday today. Wait and by we say use what you get until you get what you want. All this be made for use inside we live it basket. One for simply thank to you we sending messages. You will listen but you don't get a chance for comment. We appreciate it so much. To reporters them right across the country and self studio guests Victor Tutu Rogers with technicians and on duty. We sister we read for with the message. Myself we bring the program to you. Matthew Ben Borka Junior. We want for say Tata some other time again we meet. Do have a lovely day.